Hello Diamonds and welcome back to the Learn Japanese to Survive, one of the Hiragana games that we have. So yeah, like in the last episode we ended right after the first fight and we lost two of our friends that were kidnapped. So us as the main character, the Claire, and then our scholar, Misaki, will need to go and find them and also defeat more of those crazy monsters. So let's hop back in and see where we can go. So, well, first of all, we can move around everywhere. There's no zoom, at least not found. So, whoa. Ooh, appears. So, of course we take fight. We need to answer. It's you. We go against you as well. Here as well. Let's see. 31. Good. Ooh, missed. Wonderful. 25 more. Ooh, lovely. Yeah, we did it. More XP. That's good. We also got 26 yen. Lovely. So we still have one big enemy to defeat. Ooh, there's something over here. Okay. So we have to go to the other way to find those characters somehow. Oh. A and O. Claire's party got the upper hand. Okay. So we have A and O. So let's fight the A first. So it's this one. And I think it's better to both put on the same character, because then we can get rid of it sooner and less damage back. So I think usually it was 3 hits, so I will put Claire on A and Misaki on O. Yes. Okay, now we only have O to attack. So we should be victorious. Oh. Whoa. Ooh, level up. So yeah, we were victorious. O was much stronger than other characters so far, so it's getting tougher. But at least we could get level up so we can see what it kind of shows. What this new thing. 52 yen as well. So we have to find the guys. I think they probably are somewhere else then. Ah, A and O. Okay. More tough. So let's start with A. Yes. Misaki, you as well. 51. Wow. 40. That's actually quite good. So now let's take the O. 52 again. 40. So it seems that the level up made us much stronger, which is really good. Again, 52 yen. A and E. Okay. So let's take A first. 49. 42. Ooh. E is a little bit vicious. Let's see what happens. Can we defeat it? 52. 40. Done. Okay, not too bad. We can do quite a lot. What is here? Anything interesting? No. What is this? Huh. We found one of our friends, didn't we? Huh. So yeah, this time I'm not even reading it out loud because I got kind of distracted. But yeah, it seems that he's a little bit bruised, hurt the arm. And yeah, kind of have to take care of everything. Okay, so literally Misaki and Claire will then fight everyone off. And yeah, he's gonna stay back and recover. No sweat, let's go. So we have to find one more character. Ooh, again, more fight. A and E again. Those are everywhere. So this time let's start with E. 46. 40. Ooh, they're stronger. So I think I will put Claire on A and Misaki on E. Because Claire does more damage. Ooh, miss. That's good. So now both are A's. So we should finish. Ah, we didn't even need both. So it seems that Claire is quite strong and we can easily finish off those characters. Our other friend has been found as well. Both have been kinda unconscious, it seems. Yeah, it is embarrassing, definitely. If you get your ass kicked by characters, then it's really, really sad. Are you hurt? Little hurts. Leg is killing. Okay. So pretty much all the friends will go back to the inn to recover, as I understand. So we can go and check it out as well. Looks like everybody is okay. Thank goodness, but there's still few Hiragana warriors to clear out around here. Okay. We should head to the forest exit, north of here, and check out what enemies are beyond. Okay, let's make our way north and defeat enemies on the way. Eric and Leon, hang back and watch how we do it. Okay. So, we literally have to go then all around the place. Of course, we have extra fights, so E appears. So let's see. 1, 2, done. So not too difficult with E. More fights. A and E again. I start to dislike those characters already. Oh. This A is a little bit strong. So we finally got some extra skills. So Claire has the Bless as a skill and Misaki has Reflect. Interesting. Maybe we can use those to be better very soon. That's the first exit up ahead. Then we made it. There are much stronger Hiragana warriors outside the forest. It seems like we've taken care of the remaining Hiragana warriors around here. What do we do now? We need to learn a bit more before we brave the dangers outside the forest. Let's head back to town, regroup, and get ready for another study session. Great idea. I can't wait to learn even more. Would you like to save your progress so far? Yes. Definitely we need to save. So, now we start the car series. So, as you understood from the first lesson, where we just did the vowels, the A, E, I, U, and O, and all that, there's actually like a set for everything in Japanese. So we start with the pair vowels, and then we add like different character in front. And the first series is ka series. So it's kakikukeko, as it's pronounced in Japanese. So yeah, if you want to play along, then feel free, take your notebook and pen. And yeah, we're going to learn our second set of hiragana characters. There's 5 new characters to learn in this lesson. I will go through each character individually and teach you how to write it and pronounce it. At the end of this chapter, we'll have a quiz. So, do your best. And you can see ka, ki, ku, ke, and ko. Those are the main characters. So yeah, the characters we are learning in this lesson are kaki, ku, ke, ko. Notice how these are similar to our vowel sounds. You pronounce these syllables the same way, only with the hard K in front. So for English speakers, it can be a bit more difficult, but again, like if you're from any country that uses very similar sounding letters, probably much easier. So let's see. I'll pronounce each one for you as we go, so you get the right idea. These characters are very commonly used in Japanese. Since each character represents a syllable instead of a single letter, you can form full Japanese words quite quickly. Here's our first new character. Ka. It's a consonant followed by a vowel and makes up a single syllable. You pronounce this as ka. So it's kind of interesting way of showing it, the ka. Let's practice writing it. So, for some reason I don't see my mouse. There it is. It was off the camera. So yeah, you can see there's one line, other line, and there's the third line as well. So it might remind you a little bit O sound that had the extra element. But of course, then you can also see that it almost looks like oo in some ways, but it's very different. And yeah, later on you will learn many other characters that look very similar to ka, including katakana ka, and there are a few characters in kanji that are very similar. So there's a lot to learn in Japanese. But yeah, so let's see how we start. We do the first circle, strike through, and then add the line. So, もう一度. So, should be quite easy to remember. You should draw the character in 3 separate strokes, and pay careful attention how the line tilts. So yeah, shouldn't be too difficult. Let's continue. Get ready for the next character. This is ki. It's a consonant followed by a vowel and makes up a single syllable. You pronounce this as ki. I would say even like the ki as what we use for car or house could be kind of similar sound. So yeah, let's see. Let's practice writing it. So this is a little bit different in writing, as you can see, because it kind of looks unique. So in general, how you write is that you make the 2 lines and then you go down, and you're supposed to really make a break in this line, but sometimes like in handwriting it might end up being like connected, so that's why they show it as connected. But yeah, you should always try to separate it. Later on when we learn the Sa series, then you will see very similar acting characters. So let's see. So once more, 2 lines, then line down, and then the extra line on the bottom. So, as it says, some tips. Depending on the font or script, it can be written in 3 or 4 strokes. The tail can be split into 2 strokes in some fonts. Use the animated example as best practice. So yeah, Even if you kind of keep it together, it's totally fine. People understand it. But it's ideally meant to be kind of split. So both are correct. There's no way to say that one is now totally wrong, because they're both correct. Anyway, next one. This is ku. It's quite easy to write. It's just one line. Very easy. And you pronounce it as ku. I mean, it's kind of interesting way to make the sound, but okay. So let's practice it. It's super easy. It's just lying down with slight angle. So you cannot really make mistake with this character. And yeah, it's written in just one stroke. The upper and lower half are the same length. So yeah, when you write, then try to make sure that like the turning point is kinda in the middle. Like if it's fraction off, it's fine, but don't make it like it's a little bit on the top and then really long on the bottom. Then it's very wrong. But yeah. And next one. This is a little bit more difficult. So ke is like one line here, and then you have like the two lines making a cross. Not too difficult yet. But yeah, it's again the same blah blah blah. And you pronounce it as ke. So let's practice it. So in many writings, it's quite easy. One line down with slight angle up, then you make the other line going horizontal and then the vertical line going down. And the ending doesn't need to bend too much. It just is almost straight with slight bend. So there. And also, yeah, make sure that the third stroke, the one that comes down, is longer than the first one. So first one shouldn't go to the bottom of the character box. And yeah, be sure to curve the third stroke as it finishes. Exactly as it says. And now one more, which is ko. This again is very unique character, because it sometimes feels like it's kind of connecting, but it does have slight gap. And yeah, you pronounce it as ko. Let's practice it. So like in many scripts, you separate them much more than on others. So literally you have one line and then other line. So it's still quite easy. But in the future, you need to kind of keep in mind that it looks almost like ni in katakana. And yeah, because katakana has just two lines. And it's very similar, but very different. So let's continue. So here we have. This set is finished. Ka, ki, ku, ke, and ko. Everyone should remember it. And yeah, they're quite commonly used. I mean, ka itself is used as the question denominator. So usually if you ask something, then you end with ka. There's other uses of it as well. And there's also the softer version that we will learn much later, where you add two extra lines next to it. So there's a lot to learn. Now that we've covered the characters, there's an interesting tidbit you should know. What would you think if I told you we could learn another 5 new characters within a few minutes? Are we going to get the soft versions of those? You'd say I was crazy, right? Well, I'll show you what I mean. Firstly, would you like to save your progress so far? It's like, it really feels like it's kind of like what teacher will say, and then suddenly it's like, would you like to save? It's so strange. Yes, let's save. And yeah, I was a bit strong because I literally left the game running and did other stuff at home that time. So I haven't really done anything else in the 3 hours, believe me. And our recordings are not 3 hours either. But yeah, after we learn all this, then we will take break before I will kind of try to get forward, maybe take very quick parts that I will kind of showcase. But yeah, there's an amazing feature of the Hiragana writing system called Takuten or Tenten. Takuten are little symbols that look like the above image. So 2 tiny lines, very tiny lines. What are these little characters used for? Well, when you add them to another hiragana character, you can make an entirely new sound. So yeah, with ka series and pa series, is not pa series, it's actually ha series. You can use those characters and they make different sound. And with the ha series, there's also a circle. So instead of 2 lines, you might have circle, which makes the pa series. So it is ha, ba, and pa, like 3 different sounds. So main character is the same, just you might add extra stuff. So let's see. Here's an example. Take ka and add the Takuten marks. What you get is ga. Very simple. So from ka to ga. Very, very, very unique way. And yeah, once you kind of understand the strong and soft sounds, no problem. So when you see hiragana, you already know, with the Takuten symbol attached, you know that you need to pronounce it a bit differently. So yeah, as I said, with the ha series, it's kind of confusing because the first is not like pa, but the second one is ba. But yeah, the first is actually ha. So kind of unique way, but let's see. Any hiragana that starts with K will turn into a syllable starting with G. The G sound is always pronounced as ha-G. Don't be tempted to pronounce it like a J. So yeah, don't say J. It's not ja. It's ga. So it might be a bit difficult for many people, but let's see. So I'll go through our 5 new characters and show you what they become when you add Takuten. This is ga. So yeah, you write ka as normal, then add your Takuten marks in the position shown in the image above. So it is a little bit confusing because it's like so many lines suddenly. It's almost like kanji. No, I do not need you to pronounce it again because I've heard it enough. And yeah, you can practice writing it. The same goes for the gi. So not much difference. No, we don't need extra pronunciation. So if you haven't written it yet, try to write it down. Gu. So again, very easy. This is now 3 lines instead of 1. Ge. Same as everything else. And go. Not too difficult. No need to pronounce. So we have learned now Kagikuke Go. So I'm quite sure that everyone who has carried on so far has become a little bit smarter, unless you already knew all this and just wanted to see what they think about this game. And yeah, you obtained Study Guide 2. Use this from the items menu to quickly revise this lesson. Yeah, I don't think I will need that. But yeah, great lesson today. I hope you've all taken a bit of information from this. Sure did, Misaki. Thanks to you, I know way more hiragana than before. I really like those Takuten marks. Who knew it would be so easy to turn one sound into another? It's super easy. If you count all the hiragana we now know, including the ones with Takuten, we know 15. That's 15 different Japanese characters. Thanks, Misaki. So yeah, literally we learned only 10 characters, but thanks to the 1 extra mark, we have 5 more. So I'm so glad you're all enjoying the lesson, but now it's quiz time. It should be super easy for us. So, question 1. What is this character? As you can see, you probably remember, 1 line, 2nd line. Looks almost like ni, but it's not. What is it? It's ko. Question 2. What is this character? What is the straight line? Almost like looking like E, but has like cross next to it. It's ke. Question 3. What is this character? Now, you have to watch really carefully because you can see the Takuten next to it. So, it definitely cannot be one of the hard ones. So, it's very easy to recognize its gi. Question 4. What is the character for the English sound ka? As I said, it's very easy. It cannot be e, it cannot be ku, it must be ka. Question 5. what is the character for the English sound ge? So as we saw the ke, there's the softer version right here. Well done. Congratulations, you've completed the quiz. Now let's take a break from the study, head into town and relax. I'd recommend visiting the weapon shop that opened up recently. You might be able to purchase some new equipment for our next adventure. When you've finished exploring the town, come find me and we'll continue our study. So now we are adding a new feature to everything so we can learn something. Okay, so here's our character. It was kind of off the screen, so I didn't notice it right away. But yeah, let's see. So this is the weapon shop. Welcome. Ever since dangerous Hiragana warriors started roaming the land, I have set up shop in this village selling weapons and armor for protection. If you see anything you like, please let me know. So let's see what we can buy. There's Ramune, 110 yen. It's a little bit pricey, I must say, because even though everything gets more expensive, in some shops you can still find it for like 80 yen, so it's a little bit pricey in my opinion, and it was 8 years ago when the game was made. Then there is some weapons like Bokuto. So attack +8, not bad. We could get Knuckles +10. Ooh. But Misaki doesn't get any benefit from that, only Claire. Then Leather Vest +2 defense. Misaki doesn't care. Heavy Coat +6. Misaki could get something as well. Not too bad. What lead? Okay, just Eric and Leon will get something. It's so guy's thing to make something strange. Buckler, Leon, Eric +4, Misaki +2, and Claire +2. Okay. So those are the things that we can get. What about Fire Axe? Just for Eric. Yeah, only Eric, no one else. So what I'm thinking is I might need to take the Iron Knuckles for Claire. Because no one else gets anything and Claire is our favorite character. I mean, at least for me at the moment. So I think I will take one of those. Ooh, it sounds quite strong. Be sure to equip any weapons and armor you buy, or they'll be useless. Go into the menu with the escape key and select equip. So let's do that. There is equip for Claire and Iron Knuckles added. Lovely. Okay, bamboo swords. Okay, Eric also has something. What about Leon? Also has fence posts. Very interesting. But yeah, pretty much everyone has a decent weapon now. So yeah, this is pretty much the place where we can kind of carry on with everything, I guess. So let's head out. And yeah, we have finished everything here, so I think we can quickly see what else is there. We can, yeah, pretty much continue with new lessons, but as the video is already long, then it needs to be next time. So I will leave it right here. So I need to think if I will record many more of those, or will I start to make more conclusion-based stuff. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.